Get ready, America, because on March 9th, 2025, we're doing that thing again. The thing that makes you question your sanity, your alarm clock, and the very fabric of time itself. Yes, daylight saving time is back, and with it comes the annual ritual of springing forward. A euphemism that sounds far more delightful than the groggy reality. For many of us, DST feels like a relic of a bygone era, a quaint anachronism from a time when we still used rotary phones and thought leisure suits were a good idea, and yet, here we are, in the year 2025, still fiddling with our clocks like a society that hasn't quite grasped the concept of a stable sleep schedule. But beneath the surface of our collective grumbling lies a deeper debate, a simmering controversy over the very legitimacy of this time-bending practice. Is DST an outdated relic, a pointless exercise in sleep deprivation? Or does it serve a valuable purpose, a necessary evil in our modern world? As the clock ticks down to yet another year of DST, one thing is certain: the debate over its merits, much like the time change itself, is far from over. Daylight saving time, despite its air of inevitability, is a relatively recent invention in the grand scheme of human history. Its origins can be traced back to the early 20th century, a time of global conflict and energy conservation. It was during the First World War that DST first reared its sleepy head. The idea was simple, if a little jarring: shift the clocks forward during the summer months to take advantage of the longer daylight hours. This, proponents argued, would save energy, boost productivity, and even help win the war. Not everyone was thrilled with the prospect of messing with Mother Nature's clock, however. Farmers, in particular, were vocal in their opposition, arguing that the time change disrupted their routines and wreaked havoc on their livestock. The ensuing decades saw a period of intense debate and experimentation with DST. It was implemented, repealed, and re-implemented with a frequency that would make even the most seasoned time traveler dizzy. Finally, in 1966, the Uniform Time Act attempted to bring some order to the chaos, establishing a standardized system of DST across the United States. But the controversy didn't end there. The debate over DST has raged on, fueled by ongoing concerns about its impact on health, energy consumption, and the very fabric of our space-time continuum. Today, the United States finds itself at a crossroads, a nation caught between the allure of longer summer evenings and the comforting predictability of standard time. The debate over DST rages on, a perennial topic of conversation that unites Americans in their shared bewilderment. In 2022, the Senate, in a rare moment of unity, unanimously passed the Sunshine Protection Act, a bill that would have made DST permanent across the country. The prospect of banishing the biannual time change forever seemed tantalizingly close. But the House of Representatives, that bastion of legislative gridlock, had other plans. The bill stalled in the lower chamber, failing to garner enough support to reach the president's desk. And so, the status quo remains. Americans are once again bracing themselves for another year of DST, another year of adjusting their sleep schedules, and another year of wondering if this whole time-changing business is really worth the trouble. The Trump card: will he abolish daylight saving time? Enter Donald J. Trump, a man who needs no introduction, least of all when it comes to expressing his opinions. The president, never one to shy away from a controversial stance, has made his feelings on DST abundantly clear. He's not a fan. In a 2024 post on his Truth Social platform, Trump declared DST to be inconvenient and very costly, echoing the sentiments of countless Americans who have long questioned the wisdom of this time-bending tradition. But while Trump's disdain for DST is well documented, his ability to single-handedly abolish it is another matter entirely. As of February 14, 2025, no executive action has been taken to dismantle the system of daylight saving time. Timekeepers of the nation, the Department of Transportation's role. You might be surprised to learn that the ultimate authority on all matters temporal in the United States is not a council of astrophysicists or a cabal of clockmakers, but a government agency better known for its jurisdiction over roads and bridges, the Department of Transportation, or DOT. Yes, you read that right, the DOT, in addition to its responsibilities for ensuring the smooth flow of traffic and the structural integrity of our nation's infrastructure, also holds the keys to the very fabric of time itself. It is the DOT that determines when DST begins and ends each year, a responsibility that seems both absurdly mundane and strangely profound when you think about it. The agency also collects data on the impacts of DST, weighing its purported benefits against its documented drawbacks. So, the next time you find yourself cursing the biannual time change, remember to direct your ire towards the DOT, that unlikely overseer of our collective temporal destiny. Islands of time, where DST holds no sway. While most of the United States marches to the beat of daylight saving time's capricious drum, there are a few pockets of resistance, enclaves of temporal independence that have opted out of this time-bending madness. Arizona, that sun-drenched land of cacti and canyons, stands as a beacon of standard time, a defiant outlier in a nation obsessed with manipulating the clock. The state's decision to forgo DST is a testament to the enduring power of common sense, a recognition that some things, like the rising and setting of the sun, are best left undisturbed. Hawaii, that tropical paradise where time seems to move at its own leisurely pace, also eschews the practice of DST. The island's unique geography and proximity to the equator render the time change largely unnecessary, a moot point in a land where the days and nights are already remarkably consistent throughout the year. And then there are the territories. Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa, Guam, and the Northern Marianas, all bastions of standard time, all immune to the biannual ritual of clock changing that sweeps across the mainland. Spring forward, fall back. Unpacking the mechanics of DST. For those who find themselves perpetually bewildered by the intricacies of daylight saving time, here's a quick primer on the mechanics of this time-bending practice. DST involves shifting the clock forward by 1 hour during the summer months, typically from March to November. This spring forward is intended to take advantage of the longer daylight hours, providing more evening sunshine for outdoor activities, and potentially reducing energy consumption. As the days grow shorter and the chill of autumn sets in, the clock is shifted back to standard time, a process known as falling back. This return to normalcy, while welcomed by many, can be just as disorienting as the initial time change, albeit in the opposite direction. The rationale behind DST is that by aligning our clocks more closely with the hours of daylight, we can conserve energy, reduce traffic accidents, and boost our moods. However, the evidence to support these claims is often disputed, with some studies suggesting that the benefits of DST are minimal at best and potentially outweighed by its drawbacks. Remember to like and subscribe for more insightful content.